Good evening everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you hear something in the background, I currently have the multi-cooker on. As you can see, the rash is gone. It's been quite a week where I've had a lot of bullshit going on. So let's start with this. I got a cream for the rash. After I read your comment, by the way, about the histamine, I kind of called the emergency room because it was on the weekend and it was quite late, so I couldn't call anywhere else. They told me it was a good thing to call, luckily. So they gave me antihistamine pills and they gave me this cream, I guess, to put on the rash, which initially didn't do anything for the itching at all. Yeah, the antihistamine pills made my vision go blurry, so there's that. But the cream itself did help heal the scabs and the extreme rash. I mean, I've never experienced anything like it. But funny enough, I do have a good bit of side effect from it. My skin seems to be a lot healthier now than it was before, at least on my arms, which was damaged due to me being a stupid teenager. Long story. But yeah, the cream is working, I guess. Though I put this one on first. This one I got from my I'm sorry, I'm having issues speaking again. Not my co-worker, come on. My friend, Gwenny. I'm just gonna call her friend right now because she is a friend. But she told me I should get this menthol cream or gel. Actually, it's a gel from the Kruidvat. It's a store here in the Netherlands. And she told me that would not only like get into the skin, draw into the skin, it works really fast against the itching, against any problems, against any burning, because there was actually a burning sensation on my chest. It was bad. It got to the point where I was embarrassed to look in the mirror. I couldn't look in the mirror without anything. Like, I don't think my skin has been this clear in a long time. Like, there's nothing at all. And I don't know which one of the creams has done this. I don't know if it's because the rash kind of just, I don't know. But somehow I got something out of this, so I'm happy for it. Also, next Wednesday I'm going to a place called Leen Bakker, and there I'm gonna order the new floor for my bedroom. I asked my dad for the money for Christmas for my bedroom renovation. He did tell me beforehand a long time he wanted to pay for it, or not everything of course, but a lot of things, and he gave me a full €1,000 to spend, mostly because it's not like I'm replacing things that didn't need to be replaced. Everything needs to be replaced. The carpet is 20 years old, the wallpaper is coming off the walls, so yeah, he would have had to do it himself anyway if I didn't come to live here, because it is literally coming off the walls, which is gonna make things easy. So I am gonna paint the walls, though I am still having issues deciding what I'm gonna paint it, because unfortunately I did have to make a different color choice. I was going to go with a dark wood for my closets, but because of the fact that I only have a small window, it would have made the room extremely dark, and so it doesn't really work. After I talked to Gwenny and we looked at my room together and we just were like, well, all of this needs to be out, all of this needs to be out, that needs to be removed, obviously. We were both like, there's already coming so little light into that window. If we make the room darker with a dark color, it's not gonna help. It's gonna be terrible. So I'm gonna have to go with lighter colors. Now, I'm not as sad about this because it turns out I need to replace a lot more than I initially thought. I'm also replacing my bed. I'm replacing my personal closet for my clothes. So basically, every single item except for the glass bookcase that I have in there right now and the drawers closet, only those remain. Only the closet and the glass bookcase with a glass window will remain. Everything else will just be replaced, mainly because I don't need it. Some of the things I just don't need, but they're also really freaking ugly and they're kind of falling apart as well. I mean, these closets are more than 20 years old. My dad got those closets before he came to live here. Excuse me, I need to stir for a moment. I'm making chili con carne. He got those a couple of years before he moved here, and his girlfriend, when she came to live here, also brought furniture. So unfortunately it's all very old and it's not very good anymore. It's very smelly, I guess you could call it. It smells in those closets. It's very dense, I don't know. It doesn't smell very fresh. And even if you were to put some air fresheners in there, I don't think it will work. So this is going out and everything is being replaced. But unfortunately, now I need to decide whether I go with completely white or whether I go with a more cream color, a light color like beige. I mean, the beige color isn't as bad, I guess. Just not really what I wanted. They also have oak. Wait, no, it's not oak. What's this? This color is, well, it says oak, but it says the same on the dark brown. I suppose one is light oak and one is dark oak. But walnut is really nice as well, but that might be slightly too dark for what I need it to be. Again, I have no other choice but to go with a lighter color. I didn't want to. I wanted to go with a dark color. I wanted that vintage library vibe, I guess. But it's not gonna happen. And right now I think I'm gonna go with the light oak, because at least it still looks like wood. Unlike the beach one, it really looks fabricated. I mean, of course they are. I am shopping at IKEA, for those of you who would like to know. At some point I might actually link everything that I'll get, but only after I have everything in my bedroom, because changes could still be made. I'm not seeing myself make any more changes at this point, but you never know. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a lighter color. Again, I think I'm gonna go with the light oak. I could still go white if I have to, but I'm gonna have to come up with a color contrast at least, because that might just be too white. It just looks very painted. It doesn't look very natural, Funny enough, the light oak actually looks more like it would be natural, the lightest color. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, the beach, it's pretty, but it's not. And I have a bunch of closets that need to be fitted with that. I don't know, maybe. The shittest part is that the cheaper, or the darker versions are actually a lot cheaper. The bookcase that I'm looking at right now is a corner piece that I was gonna buy, which is $234 in my current chosen color. And in the darkest color, which I wanted beforehand, it's $184. So that is more than €50 in difference. So I'm not gonna pretend I'm happy with that, but it could still be worse, I can see. It seems that white is actually the cheapest option. And then the question, oh, it is the very cheapest option that I can get, but is it gonna look nice? That's the question. Yeah, it seems to be the cheapest thing that I can do for every single one of them. Oh yeah, that's gonna save a lot of money. So the question will be whether or not I can stain them, because they are IKEA and they aren't exactly made of actual wood. I mean, what I had in mind before, I mean, I had picked out wood and stuff. I was gonna build them myself, but unfortunately, due to medical reasons, yeah, I did have to pay a lot of money. And even with my insurance, even here in the Netherlands, I did have to pay the insurance €350 of a yearly kind of payment. If you don't spend it, you get it back, but because of the fact that I've had multiple medical issues, I did have to pay it. So I have to go cheaper, and so IKEA is the next bet. But IKEA is still not only affordable, it is looking really, really good. Everything I want to do is still very much possible. It's still very much working out just fine with what I'm going to do. It's not exactly gonna have the accents that I wanted it to have, but I can fix that, I guess. Hand making things, or having somebody 3D print them, or maybe buy it somewhere. I mean, if I can buy some accents somewhere, I don't know if that's even possible at this point, because I had to come up with this today because I got the build today. But yeah, I need to fit everything in a budget of about 1,400 now, of €1,400, which includes the 1,000 my dad's giving me. So yeah, I have to be budget friendly at this point. Unfortunately, I don't think I will be able to buy all of what I want to buy at once. It's gonna be way too expensive, and I know my dad would like me not to spend the entire €1,000, so I'm not going to. Mainly because there are some bookcases that are only €30 and I can buy them myself, like adding up in a monthly basis. I mean, I cannot put all of it up at one time anyway. The only difficult thing is, right now, what I really need to be concerned of at first is getting the walls done as soon as possible, which means getting everything out of my bedroom first, getting the wallpaper off, getting the walls done, because the floor that's currently in, I can just get rid of it. So nicely enough, I don't need to be worried about staining it. So it's just gonna be thrown away. And then after the walls are done, I can do the flooring. But here comes the shit part. There's currently on the floor that I want, which luckily they also have in a very beautiful color that will fit all of this perfectly. It's currently 20% off due to Christmas. So I'm gonna have to hurry and make an appointment for when all of it's gonna be delivered. So I'm gonna be doing that Wednesday with Gwenny, and hopefully we can have that appointment set somewhere late January. The reason why late January is because I only have a limited amount of time with Gwenny. I only have 2 hours per week that she can be there. And with Christmas coming up, next Wednesday will be the last Wednesday that she will be here in 2025. So yeah. In total, what I estimate before the flooring will be delivered, that I want the appointment to be set at, means that it will be maybe 4 times that Gwenny will be here, which means 8 times. Again, I need to stir, but 8 hours in total. So, as you can probably guess, that's not exactly what I want. It's not the best thing. And sorry, the shit of cooking and filming at the same time. It just means that basically I don't have a lot of time with her and I have to do a lot of the stuff myself, which is fine, but she's the expert in all of it, so I have to use my time wisely. I'm not farting, by the way. That's the multi-cooker, if you can hear it. But yeah. So I have limited amount of time to do a lot of things with her. For January until the flooring will be delivered. So both of that is a good thing and a bad thing. That is if they can deliver in January. If they can't, or if by the time it's Wednesday, that's the floor that I chose has been sold out, I'm in trouble. I mean, of course I can wait until they get a new shipment. Of course I can wait until they get new stuff. But at that point I'm gonna be impatient for multiple reasons, as you can probably guess. So it's a bit of a thing right now. And I don't really know how I'm gonna fix that. Okay. So yeah. Of course, until the flooring is in, I cannot order any of my IKEA furniture. So I'm gonna have to use my old bed, which I'm gonna put on to be picked up for free, you know, free marketplace, whatever. Because I simply will not need it anymore. I lost something, I don't know where I left it. Is this it? Nope. Whatever. Okay then. Sure. So there's that. And yeah, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm gonna make videos like every step, sort of. Like the first video I'm gonna make will be in the morning, which is the before, because it is horrible and the transformation is gonna be insane. I know that much, even though I haven't been able to really see it yet. I know it's gonna be great. So there's that. yeah, so it's a bit of a patience game right now, but that's all that I can say. Of course, I do want to spoil some things about the furniture, other than the bookcases, of course, but I can, because again, it's subject to change. I know that there is gonna be a fake tree. I'm not kidding. I find a very beautiful blossom tree. Not gonna say any colors. Not gonna spoil anything more about that, but it's gonna be there. There's gonna be fairy lights. I'm not gonna say anything on how I'm gonna place them. I know exactly how I'm going to place them. I can see it in my head. That's all I'm gonna say. And there is gonna be cat furniture. Yes, cat furniture. No, I do not have a cat. I do not have a cat just yet. I'm gonna have to wait a while. But I love cats. I love cat furniture, and I just want it in my room. And eventually it will be used. It's not gonna take long, unfortunately. But, well, depends on how you see it. It means a good thing I can get my pet at some point. But it means that it will be a very sad time as well. But what I do know is that I do not do well on my own at all. I need a pet. So when the time nears, you will probably see me have a cat before that time comes. Mainly because I know that I'm gonna need that distraction. I'm gonna need the cat to be able to get through the day, because it's gonna be hard. And I don't know how my channel is gonna go at that specific point. This could be a year from now. This could be 2 years from now. But I do know that lately my dad has been struggling a lot more with the COPD. He told me so himself. And he constantly makes some very, very dark jokes about it. Which make me very uncomfortable, especially now that Christmas is near, as you can probably imagine. Damn it, I need to find the damn pen. Oh, whatever. The food is basically screwed up anyway, because the delivery company, they forgot to bring me the right spices. They gave me fajita spices instead of chili spices, and I checked. I did all of the right ones. They gave me the wrong ones, which I only found out about right before I started the video, so there's that. But anyway, so there are good times ahead. There are dark times coming probably right after, somewhat close at least, which I'm not gonna enjoy. So anyways, I will try and film on Wednesday in the store. If it's allowed, I will be having to ask. I know that Gwenny doesn't like to be on camera. I don't know if she minds it if her voice will be on camera. But at least I know I will be doing that. Again, I couldn't go to the Christmas market, which, yeah, again. Maybe I can somehow find my way there before the end of the year, but it stops at, I believe, the 28th of December, that it closes up and is broken down, which would really suck, because I kind of want to go into the Ferris wheel. Yes, we have a Ferris wheel. It would be cool to get some shots from the Ferris wheel as well, to get some above shots, and yeah, that would probably be really cool. And I'm still really, really excited, like thinking going to the Christmas market, but I just don't know if I have the time. But yeah, I am gonna leave it at this for this video, because I've been talking for 24 minutes, and I don't think most people will watch at this point. But anyways, I'm very excited. My internet seems to be doing great, at least the past few days. Let's keep it that way. Let's hope it will stay that way. Who knows? Anyways, I will probably not upload tomorrow because unfortunately I do have some things to do tomorrow which could run into the AMs. But I will definitely, as long as my internet is running, be back on Wednesday. And hopefully I will have a video ready of the store and how that went, and I will be able to show you the flooring, and hopefully I will have some curtains picked out as well, because I haven't done that yet. Mainly because I wanted to see them in person. Curtains are a little bit more difficult from a web shop, in my experience. If you hear that, that's the fridge buzzing right now. Yeah, I'm very distracted. I'm very hyperactive these last few days. I don't know if it's the pills, I don't know if it's the amount of stress, I don't know what, but yeah, I'm very ADHD these last few days. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna wish you all a very good night, a very good morning, a very good day, and a very good evening, and I will hopefully see you on Wednesday. If not, it is what it is. But anyway, I love you no matter what, and have a good night. Bye.